Good morning, YouTube. So, I decided I wanted to do a video on what everybody's been talking about within the last few days about Netta and Craig. Some would even say T.S. Madison. Um, so, here's the thing I'm a little frustrated because I really like Craig. When I say he is everything, he's everything. His energy, because I personally follow Craig on his channel, his energy is very positive. But I feel like on certain things, when these two get together, I think they feed off of each other's energy, both Craig and T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison is another good person. I love T.S. Madison. But Craig is now turning into the Kaya that can easily be disliked. Like, yes, you can read down, but to what point does it turn into bullying? This is why I'm here today, right? So you got Netta and Charles here on the left, and they've been a TikTok sensation for I want to say about a year now, maybe almost a year. Um, Netta is clearly biologically a man. Clearly, it's so obvious, right? And Charles looked like he could be missing a few things up there, right? That's nothing strange. People like that in society all over the world, no big deal. Just like Shamar and just like Kat, Netta and Charles had gotten famous because they were doing something that, most people don't do. She was cooking for her husband, but she had all these animated antics that went along with that. And we thought it was funny. My thing is, I didn't care if it was a man or a woman. That person is cooking for their husband, and it was kind of cute to watch. No one has said in the months that I have watched Netta and Charles evolve, no one has ever said, I wonder what her recipes are. I want to know, can she get a deal for a cooking show or something, like, what I'm saying, like nothing positive. Or does she have a YouTube channel dedicated to cooking? Like, no one has said that. You know what people talk about? Her looks. They talk about her looks and they laugh at her. Nonetheless, they continue to go on TikTok and they make these videos. I don't think Netta cares about people laughing at her about her physical appearance, because you got to think about it. Netta, Joe, whoever you want to call it, has grew up with that face their entire life. You don't think that they know what they look like? You don't think that Netta has already battled issues with his or her appearance, the body shape? Listen, let me tell you something. I was a baddie back in the day. I'm gonna be 34 in a couple months. Right now, I'm built bad. Why? Because I done had 3 kids and I was too lazy to do something about it. Yeah, I'm built bad. And it may happen a few times in life. You can fix it if you want to. But understand that as a biological female, I know how to deal with that. There's a few excuses. I've had kids. I'm at home working. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough help, whatever the case is. So imagine you being built like that, or feature wise, you're set up that way. Okay. I don't think Netta is that, like, first off, I don't think Netta's ugly. I think that Netta has the same features as me and most black women around America, especially a dark skinned black woman. Featureism, as far as we don't fit in with societal norms of the features of what they feel like is acceptable. I have a big nose, I have big lips. Okay. I understand that and where she stands on that one. Be it that she's a part of the LGBT or not. Um, Same thing as a black woman. We face the same issues. A few insecurities are maybe our weight, uh, maybe our body shapes, maybe, like I said, our looks. Netta goes through the same thing that we all go through. So I don't think that that necessarily bothers Netta. I think Netta has already accepted the fact, hey, I ain't perfect. And Charles accepted. So if Charles is fine with Netta and how Netta looked, let's talk about how Netta looked before the BBL, okay? Let's talk about how Netta looked before the makeup. And Charles is perfectly okay with Netta, okay? I personally, I'm not in all to the things with the LGBTQ. I don't know everything about it. I just like the entertainment and I respect the community, right? Here's the problem. Like I said, going back to Craig. Craig is very intelligent, educated, all the good things. Okay. So when I see him go low like this, I'm very disappointed. And it's kind of hurtful because Craig is not dark skinned. Craig is a very handsome man. Craig is fit. So when you're comparing yourself to a person like Netta who's from the dirt backstreet roads in Alabama, where $10,000 is like being rich down there, okay? How could you compare yourself to that? Now let's be clear, okay? I'm gonna come jump right here. Now y'all see what's on my screen. This was a live on T.S. Madison's show 3 months ago. Not the Louis Vuitton picture, but the pre-op for Netta's BBL photo. And it made it on a docket, and they was talking about it. This was 3 months ago, y'all. Netta didn't start speaking out until recently. That means Netta has made the docket almost every week for the last 4 months, possibly. So do you know how much bullying you have to take before you actually respond? This is not a flattering picture of Ms Netta. Be it a man or a woman, it's not flattering. And let me see if I could, oh Lord, if I could bring up the audio from that day. Let me see if I could do that. Let me see something. I'm trying to see if I could bring this up. Because I feel like Netta right now is upset because, again, she was quiet for a few months. And people are not paying attention to the time frame. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Let me see something.
When did buying groceries
That is not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Can they... I'm not sure if y'all can hear this. Let me see. If I come up to this one, maybe y'all could hear it. Yeah. Let me see something. I just want to play this for y'all for a minute.
become a competitive sport? Things cost more and have fewer servings, while corporations make record profits. Senator Bob Casey is fighting price gouging to save Pennsylvanians money. Tell him to keep fighting for us.
And I'm looking at Ms Netta, and Craig was like, girl.
I had so much to say.
You still do. Go ahead.
Girl, put that picture of that Bartlett pear back up. I mean, Ms Netta back up there.
Oh. Oh. Craig, she can't help the way she built, girl. Ms Netta can't help the way she built, girl.
Why is Ms Netta hiding her titties?
No. Ms Netta don't identify as
Or why is he hiding his titties?
Does Ms Netta identify as a he?
Ms Netta said they are the G.
Okay, so Ms Netta said that they're gay.
Yes. He said, Ms Netta said, Ms Netta is the G.
Did you send it to me, or Mo, you sent it to me? I need to hear Ms Netta say this out of...
I sent it to you.
It's that one
where she's wearing...
standing at the kitchen and she got on red.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
At the top. That thing shaped like...
Just be my biggest thing. So I don't be no disrespectful for the gay community, because I'm in that community as well too. So that's not disrespectful, and none of the fact may be. It's just that I'm who I am, or whatever. If I want to classify myself as transsexual or whatever, that's my prerogative. But I just classify myself as being myself. And if y'all people that knows me and hear my hometown, just like I read to some people, they was like, we don't even see you dressed like that unless we see you on social media or whatever. And that's, I don't go to the, you like, oh, Ms Netta, you out in the public. Now, I'm not in the public of my hometown. I'm in the public with Ms Netta, and I'm portraying a whole image of another person, because that's what it is. So, yeah, Ms Netta, wear wigs, Ms. Netta wear makeup. Ms. Netta is a woman, you know. But me personally, Joe Robinson, I am a male.
We got
The
it.
part that I was playing.
Okay,
And see, this goes back to the pronouns.
we got it.
Now, your stage name is Ms Netta,
We got it.
but you going by...
Ms Netta's a drag queen.
Basically, what Tyler Perry's doing.
Right. But
Yep. Basically the same thing as Tyler Perry doing. But nobody's bothering Tyler Perry about it. And Tyler Perry been doing it over 20 years. What is the problem? What is the problem? I'm not sure what Craig's problem is. And Craig sits there and he insults her body, his or her body. I'm just saying Netta. Insults Netta's body and just keep being nasty towards her. And it's unsolicited. Who called for you? Netta did not even care about T.S. Madison and Craig. When T.S. Madison did the interview with Fox Soul or whatever the case is, they spoke there. And then she made a video saying who she identifies as. And she clearly said, I'm playing a role, but I am a man. Obviously, I don't think that was the issue here. Okay? T.S. Madison brought up something, and she brought it up a few times. She kept saying, how is it people can call me a man and I'm visibly feminine? I'm visibly all the works. I'm visibly beautiful. And Netta, who, like I said, is conventionally not attractive, and they think that she's real fish. Here's the thing. The reason why that may happen or may occur is because there are biological women who are average, just like men. You know what I mean? Like, when you are too pretty, you are too perfect. Let's just be clear here. T.S. Madison is very beautiful, and she is prettier than the typical woman. Let's be real here, right? When you are that pretty, and got your makeup done, and the body's done, and clearly, that took a lot of effort. Biological women are not doing all that. One day I might look like a nigga, one day I may not. It's whatever I'm given at the time. Okay? And because T.S. Madison has a reputation, every time she gets on film, she's going to look beautiful. Netta, in a sense, just like me, may or may not care, depending on the day. Okay? That's average woman in America. We're not putting on makeup constantly. So yes, Netta might look good with makeup, but Netta look average just like everybody else without the makeup. Okay? So T.S. Madison is confused as to why people will confuse Netta for a real woman is because real women are not that beautiful. I'm just not as beautiful as T.S. Madison. That's the problem. Matter of fact, Lunel made this joke years ago. She said, if the hair's done, the eyebrows is perfect, the lipstick is good, the nails are done, the feet are done, everything. If you lift up the dress, probably got a D. And Lunel ain't never lied. That is the truth. T.S. Madison is literally perfect as far as beauty standard. And that is not the average American woman, black woman in America at least. And Netta fits that category. And there's nothing wrong with that. So T.S. Madison is a little bit of shady, and she won't admit it. It's giving hide your hand, and T.S. is better than that. T.S. Madison will sit next to Craig, low-key amp him up, and then he goes off. And this has been throughout months. So then, here comes Netta going off, and she got something to say. I'm about to play it. Hold on.
Like, so what do you wear? Do you have any real or do you have
Hold on, let me see. That wasn't
fake in your closet? I don't have nothing against T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison act like she totally tried to defend me, which is fine, but
let me cut in there real quick. T.S. Madison only started defending Netta months after the carrying on from Craig. Now, if you make it for the docket a couple times, that's one thing because you're famous enough to do it. But after a while, when Craig kept carrying on, T.S. Madison started to separate herself from him because even she realized, wait a minute, this is giving too much and I didn't sign up for this. Okay? That's when the Craig is starting to low-key turn into Kaya, and we don't like that. We like Kaya because Kaya is who Kaya is. Craig is, when he's on his channel, he's so different. He's so nice, inspirational. So specifically when it comes down to Netta, he gets really dark and it gets very nasty. And like, I'm going to play the video. Y'all just hold on. But like I said, T.S. Madison was only defending Netta after so much months is what I'm saying. After so much time, that's when T.S. Madison said, okay, girl, I don't want nothing to do with this.
And all that other stuff, but everybody is keep talking about what we wear. What we wear is what we wear. It's our business. We don't sit and talk about what y'all got going on and what y'all wear. Y'all worry about what we wear. And that's just, I be like, oh my God. Like, you sit up and talk about, oh, they clothes is fake, but you got on an old muumuu with holes in it, with dirty stains in it. And I'm like, so what do you wear? Do you have any real or do you have any fake in your closet? I just be like, son. And the little sissy that be on there with T.S. Madison, I'm just over his little sissy ass. I done blocked him and everything. Like, what is you keep worrying about what's going on with me and Charles? Make a topic of your own. Stop making us a topic of y'all. Y'all keep talking about, oh, they fame is going to be up. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. If you want it to be up, then stop mentioning us. But you can't do it. Keep going. Keep going. That's all. I'm like, keep it.
All right, so she's referring to that famous picture of the Louis Vuitton outfits, which y'all got to understand. Even when you listen to Netta open up her mouth, does she seem like anyone yeah, I got to be careful with my words. They're from Alabama, right? How they are, the country bumpkin lifestyle, the way they talk, that's them, right? That's Alabama, and that's okay. She can't even read. Like, she can't, roast or read because that's not her department, and she shouldn't have to. But once Craig heard that video, okay, then he should have been like, you know what? It's like arguing with a tree. I can't, it's pissing her off, but I'm better than this. That should have been the attitude that Craig carried, but he didn't. He continued to bully, cyberbully, and exactly what it is, Ms Netta and Charles. Okay. Clearly these outfits are fake. You would have to be a fool to think that they're real. And side note about Louis Vuitton. Rich people don't wear Louis Vuitton. That's the gag. That's the gag. They don't. Celebrities promote the brand so that everyday people can buy it. Even they don't buy it like that. You know what rich people buy? They buy brands that we don't even know about. That's the real tea. The circles be so high. Their circles be so high that we don't even know the names of these rich companies that only rich people buy and benefit from. Trust me, 90% of these brands that rich people wear don't even have logos. So this whole Louis Vuitton spat back and forth, who gives a damn? Don't nobody walk around with no real Louis Vuitton anyway. Because if you can't afford it, why would you buy it? So clearly, it's a knockoff. It's cute though. It's cute for Alabama. That's something I would expect them to buy. It's something that I would expect them to buy. Like, I'm not understanding what Craig wants from these people. These people were poor folks in the trailer in Alabama. Craig doesn't even have to stoop that low. Clearly, Netta does not have social media training. She's going to get offended. She's still an average person. Okay? All she knows is her husband and what the hell she gonna feed him. She doesn't know anything else. So I'm not sure if they are mad that she keeps making the docket. Because like I said, she's not making the docket for doing anything spectacular or great. Every time they talk about her, let me tell you something. They talked about Netta with this picture right here from when she was built bad. She got the BBL. They still talk about her. She got a wig and some makeup on. They still talk about her. What is the issue? It doesn't matter what she does. They are going to still talk about her. So at this point, y'all talking about, oh, it's just a roast. It's just you made the docket. I forgot the word that Craig used. It started with an S. I forgot. But y'all still keep poking fun at her. Y'all don't have nothing nice to say about this person. So why talk about them? They bought a whole house recently, or they bought a new trailer. They're about to buy something like that, girl. I never once heard congratulations. All I've heard is what she looked like. And it's really, really sad because I thought Craig was better than that. And I thought T.S. Madison was better than that. And she is. And that's why eventually she started saying, I ain't got nothing to do with this. But, baby, you initiated this fire. Stop acting like you're not low-key pumping Craig up on the side, acting like you don't know what Craig is talking about. And then you got Mo laughing in the background. He just a regular man. He an asshole. And it's funny. But no one ever stops to think about this person and how they feel. Like I said earlier, she already deals with the way she looks, the way her body is. These are two individuals who may or may not have a man that we can't even see on the camera, because when they get together, it's a production, it's a show, and it's cute. But Netta has her man. Whether she's on the verge of losing him or not, that doesn't matter here. What I'm saying is she has someone that was going to accept her and love her for her, and we should be happy about that. Craig is from Baltimore or Maryland, something like that. He's from the North, low key. So it's just like, girl, we're from a different world. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, Netta is not even a match for you, Craig. Why do it? Why bring yourself so low? Because you are such a good person. And he's so intelligent. He can speak circles around me and Netta. But I feel like, why did you have to do it? And like I said, this wasn't a one-time thing. This was a consistent over the course of months. I still don't understand what the real beef is, because Netta never talks about these people. She just referred to Craig as a sissy in the video after months of them fucking with her. Well, what did you expect him or her to do? It's not right. It's not right. And in this case, I can honestly say, and this is side note, this is what I want to say. When you have a production like a podcast or a show like that, you have to pre-screen every topic that you're going to talk about. With Mo, maybe with Craig. There is no way that T.S. Madison does not know what she's going to talk about before she talks about them. Which gives Craig fuel to go after Netta. Because my thing is, if you know you want to talk about her, just scratch that whole segment off so that y'all don't have to keep bringing up that person. Because T.S. Madison is laughing on the low. She's playing devil's advocate. It's fake death. Come on, it's fake death. Stop acting like we don't know. It's shade. It's low-key, innocent shade, like as if we don't know. Netta is a part of the LGBTQ community. She know what the hell shade look like. She just don't give a damn. Her issue is, why are y'all bothering her? And yes, I say y'all because Craig is a mouthpiece, but T.S. Madison is the producer. You don't have to bring up that segment and talk about Netta or Charles at all. And you know what's even funnier? People talk about Shamar, but they didn't even go in this hard on Shamar. They didn't even go. Again, I don't know if it's a dark skin thing. I don't want to keep. Listen, don't let me get to thinking, because I don't want to say everything's about colorism. But what is going on here? They didn't even go this hard on Shamar, who, when he opens his mouth, sounds a mess. And y'all bothering this she lady, whatever it want to be, because she want to cook for her husband. So the hell what? They live in the trailer. So what? Living in a trailer is better than what maybe half of America is going through. Y'all sitting here paying mortgages that y'all can't even afford. Take that trailer, pay off your trailer, and live a happy life. What's the problem? If you ask me, I think they're very intelligent to do it that way because they stay within their budget. If they bought that Louis Vuitton knockoff outfit, you best believe that outfit was in their budget. So how are they dumb? How are they not smart? I'm just saying. In this case, Craig and T.S. Madison were wrong. And honestly, you can listen to what Craig has made several videos on T.S. Madison, and I'm trying to see. Oh Lord.
An Italian leather bitch. They come to me in conversation. It was when we talked about the supermarket suite.
Hold on.
Subsequent weeks, I have. But the first time we talked about that bitch, I did not put her on here.
Wait a minute.
I'm listening.
And he's right about that.
To do with that then?
How does she end up over here on my desk on the sheet of paper?
I didn't have anything to do with that then.
How does she end up over here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was because Ms Netta came on our Fox Soul show. Hold on. Is all those pictures?
Yeah, they're gone. Come on.
Okay.
Did you say all those disparaging pictures of me?
Oh, when she was on Fox Soul, when she said she didn't really relate to the LGBTQ community, she just does her thing and she just gets dressed.
But why does that why does that bother Craig so much? Let me tell you, them old queens from back in the day, because I think Netta is a little bit younger than Craig. But old queens in general, as they get older, they don't want to identify with all the letters and all the colors. They just want to be who they are. And the only people who should know who they are is either family, friends, and the people that they intimate with. What's the problem? I don't see what the damn big deal is.
And that's just a stage thing that she does. And for you fake ass woke faggies, and again, it's just a handful. It's just a handful that were trying to tag me over there on Twitter.
I'm trying to find when he was talking about her.
8 years old, 48. I know what it's like to be 20. I know what it's like to be 20.
I'm a black transgender woman.
Client.
Listen, I can't find the exact timestamp. I guess I should have did some more research anyway. If you want to be honest, Netta is technically a trans person who identifies as another person or both, because T.S. Madison is famous for titties at the top and D at the bottom. That has always been her line for years. I don't see what would be the difference with Netta. I don't see what the differences would be with Netta. And it's so crazy to think that even bullying even within the community is crazy. Like y'all already are going through stuff on the outside of the community. Now y'all bullying each other in the community. I never thought that was possible. I mean, anything is possible. But I honestly feel bad for Netta, because you got to think about it. When people unalive themselves, it's because of situations like this. Y'all need to be careful on how y'all talk about folks. Because it's not about the sexual preference. It's not about the physical appearance. It's about how you talk about an individual and how you make them feel. And Craig knows better. Craig knows better. And then he says, after I say all this, then I'm not going to talk about it no more. Well, Craig, it's not going to matter because you already went to hell and back. Like, and all for what? What was Netta going to do? Y'all done been sending for her for months. What else was she supposed to do, Craig? What else was she supposed to do? Listen, I love T.S. Madison. I love Craig, but they was messy and they was wrong. We got to call it for what it is, y'all. I don't mess with no Netta and no weird-ass Charles or whatever they got going on down there. I don't care. I don't mess with them. But in this case, the verdict is Craig was wrong, and so was T.S. Madison for even putting that woman on that damn docket like that. Or woman, he, she, whatever Netta want to be. That was wrong. And see, here's the thing. In production, y'all can't be taking chance. This is what I'm saying. T.S. Madison needs a professional production team. She needs one, a real one. Not Mo, not Craig, because all they're doing is being friends and having a conversation. Because now, what if Netta decides to sue? What you're doing is no different than what Tasha K did to Cardi B. T.S. Madison and Craig. Y'all need to be careful about what words y'all use, what y'all saying about folks, because it's not like it was a 1 or 2 or even 3 times on the show. This was months. This was in the making for months. What if Netta wants to retaliate and sue y'all for defamation? I don't know. Craig specifically. Y'all need lawyers always on the sidelines just in case stuff like this happens, because you don't know if this will drive somebody to either unalive themselves or drive somebody to sue y'all. He or she may be battling with depression. Y'all got to be careful. Now, the internet is not a fun place. We talk about people on the internet. We key, we laugh. But just like with all my Wiggins and Al Reynolds, there's a fine line between a roast and cyberbullying, okay? Real thin line. And I think people don't know where it stops. You can easily hurt someone. You're not coming from a place of love. You're not just laughing about it and say, you know what, girl, congratulate you on your success with your husband. I've never not once heard those words come out of one of those any of their mouths. I've never heard them say anything nice. Well, T.S. Madison did, not Craig. Even T.S. Madison said, hey, I don't care how you feel about Netta and Charles. This is the only image we have of gay black love. And T.S. Madison is right. Because when you think of a gay man or even a transgender person, all you think about is good makeup, good hair, and a lot of freaky sex. The LGBT community isn't even respected as individuals. They're always looked at as freaks and sexual perverted people, unfortunately. They are never looked at as people with hearts who wants families and relationships just like men and women, and they do. So Netta and Charles had this thing where she was cooking for her husband and she wanted to show everybody. Whoop-de-damn-do. It was more of a positive image than it was a negative image. But we rather see the men's freaking off on each other and doing the trade and the download and we want the tea. And listen, this was two people who were not in the closet, who were happy with themselves and they were loving each other on TikTok. I don't see what the problem is. And her partner is we know her partner. We don't know T.S. Madison's partner. We don't know Craig's partner. A lot of the influencers that we follow who are gay people, we do not know their partners. We don't see their partners in nothing. Why is that? Ain't nothing wrong with loving your partner. Is there an issue behind that? It shouldn't be. Let's congratulate Netta for him, her, whoever he wants to be, for at least being out and open with the partner. Let's start with that one. Craig was fully wrong, girl. And that's all I got to say about that. That's it. Bye, y'all.